The way our industry works in France for signage is pretty similar to many other countries. And the one thing that strikes me after 20 years is that actually the core business is very strong and it never goes down. It still continues to grow year after year. Your turn for the Oscar.
Hello, my name is Sami and this is my dad Olivier and my mom Rouba. We've been with Signarama now for a little over 20 years. My parents are actually the people that brought Signarama into France from the US, and they became master franchisees in 2002. What they did is they opened the very first Signarama location in Paris, and they ran it for about 4 years to adapt the concept to the local market. And then in 2006, they started franchising, and today we have now reached about 50 locations. We celebrated our 20th year in business, and we're looking now for what's coming next.
So we have over 50 franchisees in France. They operate their business independently, of course, as in the US, in the same way. We've distinguished ourselves over the last 20 years because now we are attracting also people from the trade that are running independently their company and they want to join Signarama and become Signarama franchisees.
When they join Signarama, we've got a state-of-the-art training program. So when they come on board, what we do is we train them for 2 weeks, either at our headquarters in Paris, or we could also send them to Florida for some training in the Signarama University. And then after they complete the training, which is focused more on the theory, they go into what we call on-the-job training, or immersion in French, where for 2 to 4 weeks, they get to spend time with existing franchise owners and kind of perfect what they were working on in the first 2 weeks of training. And finally, during their opening, we also assist the franchisees for a week to help them get started when they first open the business, as far as finding their first customers, making sure everything is set up properly, and really getting the best start for when they open the business.
Actually, I was in charge of the development for the new franchises. And when Sami joined, I decided to change my position. So he's taking over the development, now he's in charge of it. And I'm more into following French women franchisees and more into organizing the convention, more into shows, trade shows, because I have the experience and the knowledge of 21 years of business. So we find a real good balance with all of these.
So we've been master franchisee with UFG for over 20 years now, and I think just the 20 years speaks by itself in terms of how it works, and obviously it works well. I would say we've successfully accomplished growth over those years with their help. As partners, they are not with us all the time, so it's good because they have a view of things that we do not see because we're doing things every day. And it's the same that applies to them, that applies to us when we are talking to our franchisees. They've been partners to help us when we needed it. They've been also partners when we didn't think we needed help and we actually could do things better. So that's what you really expect from a partner over those years.
Signarama as a family business, we got inspired by that and we wanted to do the same thing because it's very logical, and this is how giving over the business is the right way.
The good thing about working as a family is that we share obviously trust. It's there, and the interest for growth and long term is there. And I think we're doing a good job. Actually, after 3 months, Sami being joining us, I'm the most happiest father and the most happiest businessman in view of the transition that is ahead and that we're planning for the years to come.
It's true that I learned a lot from Signarama Corporate and my time in the US, as well as working for them internationally. So when I came back to the family business, I came with a lot of new ideas and new ways to do things that were not done in France. It's been a great experience for me to apply what I learned and then twist it in the French way to make it work in France with my parents' experience. And I'm really grateful for them because I learn from them every single day. And it's good to be able to also work on a legacy and what's coming next for us, for all of our franchisees. It's good to be able to work with them in order to prepare what's coming up and the future of taking over the master franchise in France.
And I think it's time for us to retire and give over the business to Sami. So we'll train him, help him, teach him what we taught. So he's going to be ready in 2 to 3 years' time to take over.
And the family values that we found 20 years ago to make our decision and invest our money is the best investment we've ever made in our business life and business career.